consecrate a fast. We actually read this in the Spanish study yesterday regarding the true fast from Isaiah 58. Consecrate a fast. Call a sacred assembly. This is important because the last who dies in Yom Kippur, some months, a very few months after the fifth trumpet, because the two witnesses are killed right before the seventh trumpet. So that means that what we have read has to do with the fifth and the sixth trumpet, as I already said earlier. And in Hebrew, let me see how it says, verse 14. First, it says, to make a fast, consecrate a fast. Yom Kippur is the main feast of the 8 feasts of Yahweh, without counting Hanukkah and Purim. The main and the one in which Yahweh tells us to fast, and that is the one in which the two witnesses will be killed. After that comes the second Exodus, the seventh trumpet, during Sukkot, 5 days after they are killed. And on the 8th day, which is Shemini Atzeret, the 8th assembly, is the 7th trumpet blown, and the chosen few are gathered, transformed in the blink of an eye, as Paul said it. So, look how it says, consecrate a fast, call a sacred assembly. Assembly is from Atzeret. Here it says, Kiru, call, Atzara, an assembly, connecting it with Shemini Atzeret. So, I find this verse to be important. And it says, consecrate a fast, call a sacred assembly, gather the elders and all the inhabitants of the earth into the house of Yahweh your Elohim, and cry out to Yahweh. In the positive sense, or what I was saying, the chosen few who are transformed are the temple itself. The many, I already said Yahushua is the temple, but the chosen few are his body. So they are all together the temple, Yahushua the cornerstone of that temple. The apostles, the foundation over that cornerstone, and the chosen few, 144,000, the rest of the stones of the temple. The many are the vessels within the temple, which are used to serve. So they will serve in the temple like the blood serves in the body. So bread and wine, body and blood, few and many. And they will work all together as one body. I say that because we see here, like I said, consecrate a fast representing Yom Kippur when the two witnesses are killed. Call a sacred assembly, Atzara, as in Shemini Atzeret, which would be the harvest, seventh trumpet. Gather the elders, when the chosen few who would be the elders because of their knowledge of the Father and the true doctrine through the Son will be gathered in the harvest. And all the inhabitants of the earth, the many, but through death, into the house of Yahweh your Elohim, as we see in Revelation 7 and in Revelation 14 when they are all gathered on Mount Zion, and cry out to Yahweh. Obviously, it's talking about the people who should fast and gather, study, pray to Yahweh to be forgiven. Of course, it's talking about that in the literal sense, but in the spiritual sense, each word, each part of this verse has to do with something that will be fulfilled according to Daniel, according to the book of Revelation, Thessalonians, Corinthians, etc. So, all the inhabitants of the earth into the house of Yahweh your Elohim, and cry out to Yahweh. When the chosen few are gathered, taken during the seventh trumpet, in chapter 14 is the harvest. Chapter 15 of Revelation, we see that the chosen few are singing the song of Moshe and the Lamb, singing out loud.